Okay, so the first thing we do is find the general area of the true apex of the frog. Because we're really going to want to know that. On a lot of these horses, the frog apex is stretched forward. You have to find the true apex in order to get your toe measurements correct. Now, what I have found is that if you come up here, where am I at here? And you go straight down from about just right up there where it gets soft, straight down, and you come over, that right here, let's see, will usually give you your general area for the true apex of the frog. Let's see, let's mark that better. Again, I'm going to look at that twice. Better to get it a little this way than that way. Okay, now my mark over here on the side, I'm going to look at, and it is right here. So we're just about right. Now, if I have it a little bit forward, I might measure it again because I was in kind of a hurry since I was doing this video. Okay, so that is generally showing me that my true apex is in the right spot, which I know that on him. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is we're going to cut off the tip of the frog right there. You see that? Okay, and we're going to find and define the true apex, where the frog blends in with the sole right down here. And I'm going to shape it a little bit. I'm not just going to leave big chunks there. Okay, because see what we don't want. We don't want the frog growing up and laying over this part of the sole and choking out the sole. Okay, that looks pretty good there. Just take a little bit more. There, that's good. Now, we're just going to lightly trim up this frog. Now, we're going to put in a central sulcus. My knife is just not as sharp as I would like it. Maybe this one will do better. Aha. There we go. Again, it isn't how fancy you are at slicing and dicing. It's the accuracy of what you're doing and getting everything correct. There are a lot of farriers don't even clean out the central sulcus. Then it gets deep central sulcus thrush in it. Okay, now I've trimmed this down a little bit. I want to trim up the sides. See there? Oops. Get in there. I tried to sharpen this knife and it just wasn't happening. For some reason I can sharpen one side better than the other. Haven't quite figured out why that is. Okay, you see how I'm taking that frog over? See, this side's sharper. Anyway, I want to get this frog totally out of the collateral groove on each side. I'm going to try a different knife, which ain't any sharper. Okay, what I'm doing is getting this frog out of the collateral groove. And getting it over. See that? How that's filled up the collateral groove? That'll push your bars right over. See, I don't want the frog anywhere but where the frog is supposed to be. Give it here. Okay. Okay. That is pretty good for now. Again, I don't like sharp edges. I'm going to round the edges off, because your frog aquarium doesn't have sharp edges. Okay, so now I have a central sulcus. I've cleaned up the frog so it's not spreading over into the collateral grooves here. Let's see.